Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to some more Frostpunk 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. I have enjoyed the game thus far. If you remember last time, we got to the prologue, and we did the first part of Mission 1 of the story. Now, before I get started, I want to go ahead and talk about kind of some discourse that's going on with the game. If you look at Steam, it's got, it's okay, it's doing good. But there definitely, kind of how I mentioned in the first episode, I believe there is going to be a split on who enjoys this game and who does not enjoy this game. There is a part of the community that's like, I wish there was still some of the macro, or I wish they just expand upon the original. Or there's some people that are like, no, I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying the macro part of it. So it's kind of going back and forth. A lot of people feel like a lot of the detailing and stuff is gone. How the city automatically builds out for you. So like we have this automatic path here. We have the buildings just kind of automatically being placed down. So like I mentioned last time, we had this tram just kind of disappear. So there is that aspect to it. Like I said, a lot of people are kind of in the boat of, hey, everyone's just kind of a number now. Each individual citizen doesn't really matter. So it's more of a classic city builder where you have these massive amount of numbers going around. So we haven't got that far into the game to where I can speak on it. I am enjoying it thus far, but I'm interested to see what you think about it down below. So please let me know if you've seen or read any of the Steam comments, or if you've kind of gone or played it yourself. Let me know down below how you're thinking, how you're feeling about it. Like I said, right now I'm feeling pretty good. I've enjoyed the game thus far, but then again, we're only on mission 1 and we haven't got that far yet. So my opinion of the game could change, but like I said, loving it so far. But that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. As always, if you're enjoying the series, please let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. It helps out tremendously and lets me continue playing these lovely games for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump back in. What were we doing last? Well, we just got, I think, our first law passed, and I think we are governor now, or what is it? I can't remember our actual title, but we are now leader of the city. And now we need to research an idea for new coal mines and then construct a newly researched building in the extraction district. And I technically already did this, but because of my whole mishap at the end of the last episode, where I got voted out of the city and completely lost the first level within, I don't know, 10 minutes, we got to redo that stuff. So we are researching down here in the bottom right. And this is kind of another thing that people were mentioning they were kind of upset about. The UI does have some inconsistencies. Like, it's really hard for us to kind of tell what we're researching. You kind of have to go in here, you can hover over it and you can see, but it's, you see you're doing the dust coal mine, but there's not like an easy way to see it at a glance. You just kind of have to hover over it, which in my opinion is not a big deal, but I understand. So now we have a law that we can pass down here. What we want to do is, the council's in recess, so never mind, we can't. There's just a giant exclamation point that kind of confuses me, but that's okay. Council in recess 8 weeks, 4 days, so new law available. So we have to wait for another 8 weeks, 2 days before we can pass another law, but that is okay. So I'm going to pass the time a little bit here. We're going to go ahead and just kind of let the city zoom. And that's another thing, people kind of have felt that the lines going through here is it represents people traveling through the city, which makes sense due to the time now. You're going by weeks, but you don't see your individual citizens anymore. There is a way to do it. So I don't know if I have the ability to do it just yet, but if we have certain districts, you're able to have a little bit of a, I don't think I have it yet, but there is a magnifying glass that'll come up here eventually to where we can go in and check out kind of to see what the citizens are doing, kind of see what their daily lives are like. The same thing with the automatons. We can kind of follow them around and see what their daily lives is like. We can click on this guy down here. I believe we can. Let's see. Nope, we need a bigger one. Where's a big guy at? I want to see if we can do that with him. I don't see him anywhere, but yeah, I didn't see it. Not see anything anywhere, but I'll show that example when I have a way to show it. We do have a event down here, so let's click on it, see what we got. Deacon Grace, 51 Priestess, praying to the generator. Oh yeah, we've already read this. Okay, so yeah, once again, that's because I lost the previous game and had to reload. So let's go ahead and keep that going. I'm going to speed up until we get that research done. Let the city go. And thank you for your feedback on the previous episode. You guys mentioned that the sound is a little low, so hopefully it's a little bit better this time. And I'll try not to, talk as much either. But let's also the fact that you guys kind of enjoy that I go in and check out the details. I love doing that because I find myself sometimes when I watch people play videos, I'm like, oh no, go look at that a little bit longer. I want to kind of check out the details there. So I do like seeing how, especially with Frostpunk kind of being an organic city builder now, I kind of like to see how the city gets built out. Obviously it's, this kind of just ends. So I will say that I hope they kind of fix this. I kind of want to see more consistency with the automation of the building, but I know when you're having an automatic building system, an organic city builder, that is tough to do. It's hard to get that designed correctly, but I hope to see they improve that just a little bit. The Frostpunk devs, they're very, very conscientious of what's going on with their games, and they know to listen to the community. So, you know, they are probably watching and listening at the feedback at the moment. But like you can see it here, this road just kind of ends, and people are just kind of going around and kind of doing that. So I understand from that perspective. But we do have this research done. I need to stop talking about that. Let's go ahead and get the coal mines built. So we have our buildings down here. I'm trying to remember my little shortcut. So I like to use shortcuts when I can, so we'll place that down. That's a research institute, that doesn't go there. And we have a coal mine. So as a reminder, this one has disease go up, but we get 150 coal output, which is great. This enhances the district, so adds on top of what we are already making here. So now our coal should be good. We're making a surplus of +10 right now, and then we'll see what it is after it's done. Coal season has increased, so our coal demand is 125, but because this is 150, we'll have a surplus of 120 or 25 when this is done. So we should see that fix. There we go. Fuel for the future. A lack of common rule among our people can lead to trouble, but as the council debates this future of the city, all are concerned about the day our last coal deposits run out. We must explore the Frostland for more sources of fuel, or else the city will have no future at all. We must find more fuel, which I think is where the oil is going to come in. And I promise I can read. I don't know. I read too fast. All right, so we need a logistics district on an old way station, which we've already started kind of going towards. So let's go ahead and get to our frost break. We're kind of going towards this one, so I'm going to keep going there. We should be able to get there no problem. That's not my frost break, is it? Nope, that isn't it. X is our frost break. So we're going to go ahead and go in there, kind of clear out around it as much as we can, hit that frost break. And I'm going to go over here and I want to check out the coal district. So let's see here. We got this building right there. That's our new little coal thumper extraction district. And that's, yeah, here we go. Like this little magnifying glass, you can kind of zoom in. You kind of see what they're doing around here. I don't see no people though, so I guess it's automated maybe? I don't know. But yeah, you kind of zoom in, check it out, get a little more detail in there. And there we go. You can kind of see people going around through here, and you just kind of, they're standing there. They're not really. And once again, I understand the complaint of, you know, each citizen just kind of feels like a number now. I get it. That's part of the survival aspect of what the original was. But we have an event here. Let's go and jump in. Sue Miller, street urchin. Did we already do this one? No, we didn't. Cindy's pa went and got her a governess, like she's gonna be a duchess or something. Not on our watch. We roughed up the little bitch, all right. Okay. Ferguson's boys will learn this too. If they try and wife us again tonight, we'll put razors and say we'll cut their eyes. It'll be good fun. Okay. But that wasn't, but what we, I can't read this, but what we's want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on, who wants to play? Okay, so because we don't have any children, the way of regulating children, the children have gone to harming each other, so we probably need to fix that as soon as possible. So let's see, are we still in nope, we are. Okay, let's go ahead and get that city. We need to work on the children. Where are the children? Citizenship, community service, is that what we're looking for? Expedition support? No, this is not where we want to help the children. I don't think we can help the children at the moment. Oh, here we go. Childhood, no common rules. Hang on, I need to check my objectives first. No, okay, so, well, we do need to pass expedition support, so the children have to wait for a second. I think it'll be all right. Let's go ahead and get this community service, common rules. Expedition support, propose, that's 43. People are divided. We could risk this, but we already have 35 against and only 22 are hesitant, so there's, it's pushing it. So I might want to negotiate this. So let's see here. 45 delegates, most against. Okay, so the new Londoners are against it. So what can I give them that'll make them happy? Well, let's take a look here. Mass-produced goods. Goods production efficiency is increased. And it doesn't have really any negatives. We have chemical hothouse, which could be good for our food. And then automated logistics bay. Ooh, but it has a 500 workforce requirement. So this is a research one, which I might go ahead and do because research, you don't have to actually build it. So let's go ahead and do that one. And that way, yeah, that's going to pass no problem. So let's vote for that. That's going to require more workforce, but I don't think we'll have to worry about that. All right. Very good. So, Frostlanders' demands met. The Frostlanders are delighted to keep your word. They now look upon you, your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Relations with Frostlanders improve. Trust rises. Very good. All right, so I'm going to slow down time. I think no, have I been going fast? No, I haven't. Okay, good. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to build a logistics district out here. Let me go ahead and get our building going, and that's out through here. That's not what I wanted. I don't want research. Oh, wait, do we not have that? Okay, that took me to the research screen for some reason. That was kind of strange. All All right, grab that, and we're just gonna build around it. We don't have any heat requirements out here. I kind of would like the, you know, I'm gonna frost break this. I don't like the way that is. Ooh, and I can't get across to do that either. Okay, so we'll just do that. We'll just kind of have a, ooh, we can go towards these materials right here. That looks good to me. Kind of frost break around that. Then we have this area for the logistics district. Oh, Stape's talking too fast again. If you're new to the channel, I tend to have the unfortunate habit of talking way too fast and tripping over my own words, which is why sometimes I don't read out things properly, so I appreciate you dealing with that. Okay, and I do apologize if you hear some sniffling in the background. I'm still unfortunately dealing with the sinus issues that I had a couple weeks ago, but it just fits the cold nature of the game, I guess. All right, so we're waiting for that frost break to happen, and we're gonna go ahead and get that done, and then build our logistics district. Hit build, logistics, and we're gonna go around there fully. I kind of like the idea of that. Yeah, that feels good. All right, so that'll build. We have our automatic road being built, and that goes straight to the city. And it just kind of ends. So I'm hoping like when I guess that's a valid complaint. You know, it just kind of ends. Maybe when it's built, it'll kind of build into this one here. I don't know. We'll see. But we're gonna have that build out. Go ahead and get that done. And I've seen some performance issues. People talk about that, and I'm kind of feeling it. Ooh, and our coal's running out there. We probably need to build more coal, so let's go in frost break here. It's not too bad, but like I could definitely tell that my performance shouldn't probably where it should be. I think I'm running the game on high settings at the moment, which is it's okay for my rig. I think I've got a 1300 series CPU and a 3090 Ti, but I know a lot of games are getting pretty extensive nowadays. All right, deposits run low. Coal is running out. Steward, some of the coal deposits in this district will run out soon. The Faith Keepers and the New Londoners believe they can use explosives to access deeper veins of coal. The Frostlanders say we should send children for mist ore in the tighter tunnels. Some did this as kids themselves in the abandoned mine outpost, and they survived unscathed. I think that's referencing to like maybe like the old outposts in the old game, which is kind of fun. Should we support the ideas? Any of these ideas to extend the deposit? Do the children yearn for the mines? I don't know about that. Relations improve with Frostlanders. New Londoners, Faith Keepers. Avoid all risk. And I can't. I can't go see what they're. Okay. I wish I can kind of go down here and re-look at their status, but that's fine. Available coal deposits will increase by 15%, but these will increase by 10%. I think I'll go with the Faith Keepers and New Londoners. I think we'll do that, and we're now in good standing with the Faith Keepers. They're favorable, and I think they actually vouch for us now. I think maybe, but yeah, we're good with them, which is great. We do have the idea tree. We do have a promise to do the automated logistics bay, which is nice that they actually let you know where your promises are. So like up here we have Frostland, and then we have logistics bays up here, and we want to have the automated logistics bay. And you don't, just because you research these doesn't mean you have to build them. Let's see here. Yeah, both of these are the same thing. So let's keep the New Londoners, the neutral, we'll do it for them. I know it's still the same thing, but you know, as long as we kind of do it for both, it'll be all right. We do have districts around here. I don't know why this is telling me I need to build one. This is being built, which is great. I think it's because of our objective. So we have all three of these being worked on, which is great. So let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit. That's going to finish. Logistics district built. We can now survey the frozen lands around New London and find a source of fuel to ensure its future. And here is the fun part. This is what I'm interested in the most about the game is now, if you remember the original, if you played the original, we had the expedition map, and now the game is kind of built around that. You explore the map, you can build colonies and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to work. So we have a couple different things. We have more workforce, which, you know, we're doing okay, and I can't see it at the moment. I would like to kind of go back if I can. Nope, that's the trail construction. I would like to go to the Frostland. There we go. We have about 2,000 workforce, so I think we're okay there. So let's go back to the expedition map, and let's see what's in here. We have prefabs, cores, and more dwellers. We also have something unknown over here. Makeshift shelters. Overpopulation and dwindling fuel reserves force many residents of New London to take refuge in these temporary shelters, built around a small hot spring. Its inhabitants wait for conditions to improve enough for them to return home. So we'll get 2,000 New Londoners. We cannot do that at the moment, no. I'm gonna go towards these foothills because we have prefabs and cores, and it's gonna take 13 weeks to chart, so we're gonna do that. All right, so we have that expedition going, and how many teams do we have? We have 5 teams. We have the teams to get this, but I don't know about that yet. We have plenty of workforce. I'm gonna wait on that one. We don't need to make our city go crazy at the moment. But what I like about the expeditions is once you discover this, you'll be able to go and explore the map even further. So I don't know, oh, is that the small little camp they're talking about? No, that's my logistics district. I just built that. Come on, Stapes, you know better than that. All right, and then I think yeah, here's the little camp over there. You can see the camp with the hot springs right there. I'm hoping I'm correct about that. Yep. So you can actually see these on the map, which is really cool. All right, so we have a couple different things. Find permanent source of fuel. So we're gonna have to kind of explore the Frostlands over a little bit. We can see that our coal is going down. But once this research, we'll get 10% back, I believe. Actually, no, we passed the law. All right, hang on, let's see what we got. A resource deposit nearly depleted. We also have an event under there. I want to check on it. Feral children. Oh, geez. Okay, we're gonna have to fix this. Steward, 5 children are dead and dozens lay wounded after 2 large youth gangs met for what they call a rumble. Most of the children were armed with knives. The fighting escalated to full-scale battle. As the parents of the deceased mourn, many insist these children should not have been left unattended. Indeed, many backstreet alleys seem to be overtaken by uncared youth. Some areas are beginning to be dangerous even for adults. The persistent lack of law regulating childhood is causing crime and tension to rise even further. So crime is slightly increased. Commit to resolving the issue, which we really, honestly, we probably wouldn't have gotten this if we decided to resolve the issue sooner, but because we didn't, this is what we have to deal with. The children are for a future that must be attended. You have 30 weeks to pass either one of the family apprenticeship or mandatory school. I will go ahead and do that to make people happy. We actually can go ahead and pass a new law, so let's look at society here. Childhood, and then what do we want? Do we want family apprenticeship or do we want mandatory school? Well, research speed is slightly increased. Heat stamps income per capita slightly decreased. So do we have a percentage on that? No, we don't. Okay. Or we have a percentage of active workers increased. So we have, this is supported by the Faith Keepers. This is not really supported by anyone, and no one's really sure about this one, but we can see here that we have more people that are for this one. To guarantee that all children have skills and knowledge they need in the city, we'll establish a mandatory school program supported by the city. Or family apprenticeship, all children must work alongside one of their relatives so that they learn the trade and continue family tradition. How do we want to do this? I don't really need as many workers. We have a ton of workers, so I think I'm going to do research speed. I think I'm going to do research speed because we already know that we have another group of 2,000 outside the city waiting for us. But I mean, the active workers, that's just a raw increase. It's not like we're going to have an increase to our population. No, I think we're going to mandatory school. I think that's going to be best. Now, we're going to have to go ahead and try to get someone to... We're going to have to negotiate for this one. So, 45 delegates, mostly hesitant. Frostlanders, they're good to negotiate. They're mostly hesitant against... So, they won't negotiate. Oh, so Frostlanders are the only one we can. Okay, cool. So let's go and see what the Frostlanders want. Durable goods. So that's a law. In order to make best use of scarce resources, we'll focus on producing sturdy and easily repairable goods. Goods demand per capita. Okay, that's not bad. I think we could do that. Well, there's no there's a research project. So untreated sawmill, massive sawmill which frozen wood. We could do that. That wouldn't be bad. We can get some heat demand, but my research is building, so we have materials come in. Or we can fund their projects with 206 heat stamps. I don't know how many heat stamps we actually have, though. That's a lot. I think I might go for the research. I'm gonna say I'm gonna research it. So that we have 54 and 31 hesitant, which that will definitely pass. Let's go ahead and vote. We're gonna see it go to 50. And then we just need one more. Okay, I was about, oh man, that was, keep me on my seat there, guys. All right, childhood regulated. Child law has been regulated. You keep your promise and avoid unnecessary chaos in the city. I see, very good. So now we have 2 researchers that we need to do. We have the logistics bay, which we're already working on, and then the untreated sawmill, which we will get done as well. We need to go and build a coal district, and we have plenty of coal to work with here. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of knock this in. Just have a circle? That doesn't seem like a smart idea. So let's go and do that, and we can use like maybe this to build out here. Now we could get some extra heat though if we do this properly. So I'm actually going to frostbreak this, kind of frostbreak around, get up here to this coal, That way we have a little bit more in terms of heating. We might be able to do this. Granted, the way this is set up is not great, but we could expand a district. But I don't think we can expand this one, actually. Ooh, no, we can't. Okay, we can only expand our housing districts. All right, that's fine. Speaking of housing, we have -2, which is not great. I need to keep an eye up there. City grows, population growth. Steward, a new count revealed significant growth in our population in recent weeks. Some attribute to the rise and influx of settlers from the Frostland, others to bursts outnumbering deaths. Whatever the cause, we have adjusted our calculations of the city's needs to reflect the new numbers. I see. Oh, we have 1,200 people joining, and we're still in -2. All right, cool. So that was before the calculation. All right, so let's take a look at that. We want to build, get a housing district here. We need a frost break, of course. Okay, let's go ahead and get that done as well. We have the resources to do it. I'm going to frost break out to here, to this district. Now, most likely the housing district we build here is going to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not work well with this one because of the pollution, but we'll have to see when we get there. All right, so we have all of that going. We do need to work on goods, and we need to work on materials. Our materials are pretty bad. We have a surplus, but it's not going to be great. And food. All right, so we have a lot that we need to focus on here. We need to go in and build some food districts, so let's go and do that. We could get some heating out here, but I want to go ahead and get these selected. And then we might be able to build out here and get this bonus if we really want to. We also need to make sure we have enough for stockpile, so we can put a stockpile here and a stockpile here. That'll give us the extra bonuses, and even one here, so that'll be pretty good in my opinion. All right, so we'll do that. A little funky shape there. We could expand this out. Expand the district quick. So we could expand this out here and we get some heat bonuses, which wouldn't be terrible. So we can say, hey, like something like that maybe? No, that's only 2 attached. We can put one there and then maybe expand out there. And that way we get some heat. That would be good. So we can frost break that a little bit more. So I'm going to frost break out to here because we want to get to this food source as well. So I think I might do that and do that. All right. Just give us a little bit of extra room right there so we can expand those housing districts, get some heat bonuses because we don't want our heat bonuses to go down. All right, so we're frost breaking out here. That'll be done. Then we can expand. Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit. That deposit's almost out. And once that's out, I don't think we're going to have any more there. I'll have to check on that. Stockpiles depleted. Steward, the stockpiles of food the captain has gathered have run out. So after so many years, our resources in the pit are grown barren. Current output will satisfy some demand, but problems will mount over time. We must research new deposits, otherwise, or reach new deposits, otherwise the city and us will suffer. Well, good thing I'm already going and build you one there, bud. All right. So I thought we passed the thing that gives us 10 more %, but I mean, I guess that wouldn't last as long. So we'll probably deconstruct this district. Unless we could put something here that'll help with that, because I thought... So no, that only lasts that long. So if we look at our deposit there... Oh, we actually have a coal seam right there that we're not using. So I can, oh, I can't, yeah, here we go, expand. Oh, but I haven't frost broken this at all, have I? No, I have. But we don't have enough space, maybe? Let's go ahead and try to break this out. I don't like the way I did that. Let's do this, go up, do that. There we go. Frost break that, all right. So that deposit's gone. New lenders' demands met. Good. New lenders are delighted to keep your word. So they trust rises with them. We have a new building. We have logistics, automated logistics bay. So that'll give us extra Frostland teams, which may not be terrible. We have plenty of workforce, so I might do that. Let's go and put that down. That sounds like a good idea. All right, so we do have some more research. We need to go ahead. We have a promise for resources, and we have sawmills. That'll help with our goods that we're clearly missing. So let's go ahead and do that, research that idea. Now, can I fix this? Not enough tiles to finish the district. So we need to have tiles. Once this is frostbroken, we can use this and bring that back, which is good. We do have an extraction district. We want to put this down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not going to give us the heat that we need either, because I would like to put it here. We could expand this one here. This one's going to need to expand a little bit. And we'll bring it across. That way we get our heat bonus. I think that's the best way to do that. So we'll build that district. Granted, what I could have done is built out this way instead, and then built something in between. That might have been better. Can I cancel this district? Is that a thing I can do? Can I cancel? I want to cancel. I don't think I can cancel, can I? Oh, no, how to cancel? Construction is ongoing. I don't think there's a way you can cancel, unfortunately. Not that I'm aware of. All right. So once this is frostbroken, which it is, we can go and expand this. And we're going to expand it into that coal one. And then we'll expand here and here. That way we get that extra heat. I think I'm actually going to put it here. There we go. That's what I want. All right, so we get some extra heat. We have coal that's available to us. And then we have another district we can put out here if we really want to. But I think we'll be okay once we get these built for a little bit. We need materials desperately. So we need to actually build out here next. So that means I'm going to go ahead and get some more frost breaking done. Like that. Probably do a good chunk like that, so it kind of touches our extraction district. We also have tons of it out here. We actually have an infinite source of it, but I don't think we can. We need a deep melting drill building. We need that. All right, let's see if our food's gonna be okay after that. No, our food's still not okay, which is understandable. What's our stockpile looking at like for our food? We have 50,000, which is not terrible. Do I want to expand this out? We could expand our food out to here and then expand the housing somewhat like that. So we can say, hey, that's our food district right there. And then the housing can go across and then they would get the heat bonus for each other. So let's do that. Ooh, we are out of heat stamps. Aha. Okay, well, let's get some heat stamps back. Oh, we got 52 now, which is good. This will also meet our housing requirement. Do that. So we have plus 20 heat for both. That'll be good. 96 people. Okay, so heat's going. Okay, we're at a heat surplus now. Housing is going to be. We need to focus on our food and our materials. Ugh. All right, so let's see what we got here. Fire in the shaft. Coal is running out. Steward, a fire is broken out in the coal mine. If we don't react, we'll lose the mine along with the deposit. Some of the Faith Keepers engage in the rescue efforts, insist we can still save the mine by cutting off the air supply to the shaft and suffocate the flames, but some miners are still making their way out. It'll suffocate them too. After we deal with the crisis in the dust mine, we'll ensure these accidents do not occur again. Ugh. We'll save the deposit, but the miners will die. We have plenty of deposits. I think we'll be okay. Oh, the mine will be destroyed. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna cut off the mine. We have to make hard decisions there. I'm sorry. All right, so 99 miners died. Yep, there's the, we had to do it. The city would have frozen. Oh, Margaret Hackett. I like how there's dialogue about that too. That's really good. All right, so we have this new area discovered over here. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can search what we've got. Rusted engine, the jettison secondary engine of a dreadnought. Under its hull, we have found a core, an irreproducible component from before the frost that we can power our most advanced technology. Fissures in ice suggest the dreadnought traveled to the frozen bay a long time ago. We need 5 Frostland teams, but we're gonna have some extra ones, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll get that core. They're gonna bring that back. I don't know about this yet. I'm gonna come back later to this. This is still more people that we don't have the room for at the moment. And then we have an abandoned coal mine. Take the stored prefabs. Okay, so a mining complex inhabited by children a long time ago. Over the years, they grew older and became citizens of New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shaft. The approach trail is in poor condition, but we found the warehouse with prefabs. The captain intended us to use it to improve it. We can take them or leave them in place if we want the mine again. Okay. Future miners will surely appreciate the maintained trail. Using the mine will take fewer Frostland teams. Okay. Using the mine will take more Frostland teams, 300 prefabs, and 5 Frostland teams. So future miners will surely appreciate the maintained trail. Using the mine will take fewer Frostland teams. Are we okay on prefabs? I mean, we're okay on prefabs at the moment. I'm gonna keep the trail. I don't know what this means, but it says using the mine will take fewer Frostland teams. So maybe... Yeah, okay, so yeah, we build this trail or skyway. An outpost here could increase our supply by 250 coal until the deposit of 448,000 coal is depleted. That sounds great. Let's go ahead and do that. So that'll go and give us some coal. We have to be careful how we do this. We don't want to go crazy with it. We want to pin it to this location. And then we pin it to that location, and that's good. Cost not met. We're out of heat stamps. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait on that. That's fine. Next, we need our teams to go out here and launch the expedition that way. We need to look for oil. We have 2 kind of little settlements available to come to New London. We don't need to worry about that at the moment. But yeah, now that we have this expanded, we can actually kind of go out here and look around at it. You can see that there's a little coal mine right there on the map, which I think is just really cool. Love the expanded expeditions map. All right, so let's get back in here. Let's check on everything, make sure everyone's doing good. Okay, so we have some research going. We have that going. We need to focus on... We do have some extra shelter, which is good. We need to focus on food and definitely materials. Materials is something that I do not have enough of, and we're out of heat stamps. So how do we get more heat stamps? We need more population. Okay. So we could go ahead and build more housing and bring in more population. But once again, we're out of heat stamps for that. But if we go and focus on it, then we'll get more income. But I'm bringing in 1,000. I don't know. That's pushing it. And we could have some near housing district. Oh, we don't have the cover of the wind down here anymore, though. We have this, so we can have maybe one up here. Okay, we don't have enough room here, unfortunately, to kind of be part of this district, so that wouldn't work. Can we frost break? No, that's not frost breakable. All right, so how do we want to fit this in here? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm frost breaking this area a little bit here, and I'm thinking I'm going to build a housing district up here near the food. That way we get more food. We need to build more food anyway, so we're going to have to use our heat stamps very sparingly. I probably should have brought in more people so we have more heat stamps. So that's kind of our limitation at the moment, is our heat stamp income. So we have a new law we can pass. We have a new rule here. Guide voting. What is this? Steward may declare a motion vitally important to the city's survival, curtailing debate and convincing many wavering delegates to support it. Unlocks guided voting procedure, which greatly increases the odds of passing a law in the council. But not many people are going to be for that. Guard enforcers. Rule laws require 2/3 majority to pass. Communities will vote based on their relations. In times of high tension, they will more inclined to support, giving you more power. Okay, I'm not sure if we need any of this just yet, so we're going to wait on that. But we do have a new law we can pass, and we don't have anyone for any promises, so we can go ahead and look at this. We could go ahead and do common food additives, which would help our... Scissors will provide some during calm weather, which is good. Disease is marginally increased, but that's almost guaranteed to pass, so I might do that one. And our food production efficiency is increased. So I think I'm going to do that one. I'm going to propose this one. And I'm not even going to try to negotiate that one. I'm just going to vote for it. I think we'll be good to do that. I think most people will vote for that one. All right, so we're at the 46 and go up. Yep, there we go. Passed, no problem. So that'll help us with our food production a little bit. We're at that negative 36 now. So that's good. And we have a new law that can be passed in another 10 weeks. So we got at week 80. We're going to have the temperature go down, which means we'll probably need more coal. It's going to be a colder season, but we do have these now. And we can go ahead and probably build, if I have the resources for it, which I don't, because we're out of heat stamps. We definitely need more people. I think people is going to be important for our heat stamps, so we probably want to do that. So let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit, let that frost break, and then once we get some more heat stamps, we'll build another housing district, bring more people in. Oh, we do have an event here, though. When one door closes, the first crack. Steward, the Faith Keepers have begun their monthly processions, visiting each door in the city as a symbol of the captain's presence alive in every home. However, a select group of Frostlanders refuse to leave their doors open. We aren't getting in their way, we just don't want strangers barging in our homes. I mean, that's fair. I understand that fully. We are all one flock under his wing, urged a priest. How can we be united if one of us steps away? What should we do? Personally, I don't want just to kind of keep my door open. I know this will worsen with the new lenders and the Faith Keepers, but it is an invasion of privacy. Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Frostlanders on this one. Sorry, guys. I know that's probably gonna make that go down a little bit, but like that I kind of draw the line of just leaving my door open and letting people just walk in willy-nilly. All right, so we have that. We want to go ahead and make sure that we get this housing district done. We do have not enough heat stamps to build. Oh, nope, we do. Good. So the way I want to do this is I want to make sure we have, okay, we start there and we go like that. We have that done. Go like that. And, ooh. Oh, we won't be able to get this other housing district though, will we? No. Okay, that's unfortunate, but we can build down in here. No, we can't. I'm gonna have to expand this one if I really want to. Wait, what can I build down there? Is it too steep? I think it's too steep. Oh, is that not frost? That tiny little area, not frost broken. That's got to be done before we have that. I can't believe I had to use a little bit of a frost break just for that little area. Oh goodness. We do have some research done, which is great. As I said that, oh, there we go. Frostlanders' demands met. Frostlanders are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. So, trust rises, and we're gold with the Frostlanders now too, which is great. Very, very good. So, now then, we can't really build any houses, or, you know, not houses, but unique buildings. But let's say, look at this event here. Alan Hoover, 28 miner, missing his father. My father was a miner. He lifted twice as much as any man on Outpost 11, where the steel was our ticket to trade with the city, our ticket to survive. I'd rather dig one grave than 100, he said. I know if I had to make the call, he would have shut off the air himself. When I go down the shaft and past the spot where he died, I brush the dark rock with my hand, knowing he'd be proud. Oh, wow. Okay, so that, like, we saved the dust coal mine from the fire. So, like, this guy, even though his father, he's like, you know what, I understand. He would have done the same thing. I love the dialogue like that. We're returning back to your previous decisions. It just makes the game feel more connected that way. I know, like I've said before, I know some people have felt that, you know, the individual stories aren't there, but, you know, it still has that feel, in my opinion. They have done good with the dialogue. See our little trams going. I don't know how they do that. That's kind of like a insane drop off for that tram, but hey, you know, kind of cool. And it goes into that one right there. Yep. Oh, I love it. And you can see our little walkers here. We can kind of click on them and let them walk around and see what their daily life is like going around there. I do love to see how the city has evolved from the first one, but... Alright, so let's go ahead and build... Let's not go ahead and build that. Let's get some more heat stamps first. That sounds like a great idea. And then we could bring in more people, which would be helpful. So we want to start there, go up, go around, and we need to have that. So near food district, so we have that going on. We can have some fill in there. Granted, we need to make sure we have our stockpiles go there too. Yeah, I really need to focus on materials. We have a great surplus, but we are going to run out. So that's going to need to be fixed, including the goods up here. I think the goods actually need to be made with this. So we get prefabs per week, but we need to make goods, I think, eventually. All right, so we can see here this district is going to run out. We're eventually going to probably just dismantle it, in all honesty. We do have an empty building slot, but that's not going to help much. That'll just extract it faster. We do need to build one here, but once we get kind of break this down, we'll be able to make that, we'll be able to kind of expand this one here. Also, I love how it's like in the side of the cliff there. I know from a standpoint, just kind of throwing buildings on scaffolding like that is kind of dangerous, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Kind of take a look around here, see what the people are doing. We click on this and just kind of zoom in on it. Oh, no, yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I thought it was at the top right for some reason. Yeah, you can see the people, what they're doing in their daily lives. The mini coal, the mini heat generator there. Got a ton of automatons right there. Very cool. All right, so I'm gonna let this kind of go around, let this build out, get these people in, because we are still looking for coal. We are kind of exploring out. Not many other places we can go at the moment. We can launch an expedition out here, but it's dangerous. We gotta be careful. That is deadly, so we don't want to do that. Any expeditions that are safe, that's dangerous too. What about the gorge? Dangerous as well. Okay, well, we don't want any scouts to die. We need 25. That's deadly, dangerous, deadly. Do we have any that's not deadly? Maybe out here? Let's wait for that one to be done. I might go ahead and... Ooh, no, can we do this yet? No, we don't have enough heat stamps for that. Let's bring in more people. That's 2,000. That is 2,000 as well. Let's bring this group of people first. We need to utilize a new fuel source. Oh. Towering structure often attracts outcasts and scavengers who would rather live together in cold isolation than follow the laws of New London. Some Frostlanders still remain at the site, steadily refusing to join the city. Ah! Alright, we'll come back later then. Hey, how about you guys? You want to come? Got some hot springs? There we go. Alright, perfect. Wait. I thought they didn't want to join. Oh, it's only a part of them. Well, alright, we're gonna have a ton of people join. That's not gonna be great. I guess we got some housing building, and we'll get heat stamps in. Ugh. Could have been a terrible mistake, but we'll see. Alright, so we still need to get that expedition done, so I'm gonna wait for this expedition to get done, and then we'll see what happens. Colder season has hit. We're at negative 80 on our coal now, which is not great. We need to go ahead and try to do something there. We might be able to build an extraction. We have our untreated sawmill or dust coal mine. Obviously, we need to use this, so we'll get 150 back, and we're gonna throw that in our new one. And we might want to expand this district here. when we have 50 heat stamps. Yeah, heat stamps are definitely our most our limitation at the moment. So we got a new frozen bay here looked at. We'll take a look at it, what it looks like in a second. The others. In a cavern near the bay, we found a disturbing sight. Bodies in sturdy frostland gear neatly laid side by side and left to freeze, with black oil markings over their closed eyes. A ghastly burial ritual. A map found suggests that we are heading to an old machine somewhere by the desolate coast. A machine will require a source of fuel. We should investigate, I see. So we have that, and we can zoom in. We can kind of see there's like something there, and then we also had something over there with our recent expedition. So let's see what this is. Fishing village. A community of Frostlanders are eking out a pitiful living off moss and small fish with no furnace. They survive by sleeping shoulder to shoulder under thick layers of fur. They would undoubtedly prefer living in New London. That's another 1900 Frostlanders. Let's come back later. Let's see how the new, like, accepting the other Frostlanders affect us. We also have oil. Finally, let's launch the expedition. That is what we need to do immediately. So let's go ahead and get that done. We're at 14,000. Let's see how we're at negative 50. Yeah, let's go ahead and build some houses before people get sick and start feeling bad, but we need more heat stamps. We're getting 12 a week. Ugh, that's not great. Unmet demand for goods. Oh, okay, so because we haven't met our goods limit. Oh, are we gonna lose? We might lose. It might be a thing. 12 registered as sick. Ooh, I have made probably some massive mistakes in not looking at our goods. And we have crime too. Right, okay, so we need to focus on our goods somehow. So let's go ahead and take a look at the best way to do that. All right, so we're gonna need to first bring in materials because we need to turn materials into goods. So we need to do that first. So let's go ahead and get those two at least. And we want to get some heat bonuses there, so we're going to do that. I'm probably going to go down here, and then we'll eventually build this out against these, maybe. What's the best way to do this? Because this one is eventually going to be gone. We'll build something there. What if we do this? What is that going to do for us? We do have some heat there. I'm going to take this one out. What if we go this way? Is that... Nope, that doesn't do it either. We're going to want to... Near extraction district. If we do this though, no, that's not it either. We'll have that, I think. I think that's probably the best option for us right now. We need to get this going. Our goods are bad. We need an industry city. I know we have a negative 50 on our population. So growing hunger, steward people are weakening due to food shortages. Strict laws of the captain and his faith keepers got us through the worst of the great storm, but it's not enough now. Soil in the houses is growing barren. We have to expand and reach what little fertile soil there is around the pit. Least people start starving to death. Hunger has risen to a concerning level. Build food districts, research buildings, or search with Frostland to fight it. All right, so what we can do here is I'm going to actually do extra shifts on this, emergency shifts. We have the people for it. Trust falls slightly, but we are going to get some better demand on that. Yeah, we are not doing well. At first it was okay, but I kind of got ahead by bringing a lot more people in. That was my mistake. And I didn't realize I brought in so many groups. So that's the big problem. We are going to have heat go up, which is going to be nice. Is there any way for us to... 117, 190? Ugh. We could take away from this a little bit. Negative 90, nope, not that. 18, yeah, so we'll take away from that. And I can't really throw it anywhere else, honestly. Yeah, we really need to focus on getting this situation up here handled. We need more stamps. We're gonna need more food. We're gonna need more industry. Let's see what this person has to say. Rayborn, 32, scout, daring to dream. We have a council, but would anything actually change? For years, the Faith Keepers have just had their way. But if this is a chance to block some of their idiotic ideas, we should show the city reason, convince them to adopt the frost, to embrace the new ice age, and tear ourselves away from the addiction of the generator. I'll speak with the others tonight. Ooh. Okay, we have our first extreme faction here, the Evolvers. All right. 610 Frostlanders have organized into a faction. These Evolvers prize cold rationality, personal achievement, and adaptation to the frost by any means necessary. They dislike automated logistics bay and chemical additives. Well, we already have that. I hate to tell you that, so we're not going to be good there. Durable goods. Infectious badge, harvesting funeral. So you can see here, you kind of read through it. This is what they require. I'm not going to read everything, but their manifest is adaptation, merit, and reason. So I see. You know, I feel like embracing it is a little extreme, but you know, obviously we shouldn't be worshiping the generator, you know, but it does keep you warm. So there is that. Anyway, let's go ahead and focus on trying to get all this done. Hopefully this goods district will help us out a little bit. We have an event here. Crime in the city, crime problem, New London. So scarcity of goods may drive people to acts of crime when they don't see other ways to obtain necessities. Making goods available helps ensure people don't revert to a free-for-all. If they do, watchtowers and prisons might become necessary. It's also worth examining if our laws are helping us fight crime. It may be more difficult to ensure order as the population rises. If crime runs rampant, people might be injured or killed. Tensions will grow and radicals among us will grow in popularity. We best ensure it does not come to this. And you can see here we have our new faction, the Evolvers. They're actually, everyone's pretty happy with us. That's great, but numbers-wise, we're not doing great. I mean, we're doing terrible. As you can see here, like this did not do anything. This did absolutely nothing. Oh, this is prefabs. Oh, Stapes. Oh no. I have made a huge mistake. Oh no. Oh, that was prefabs. Oh, that's bad. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to fix this little problem real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've done is I've kind of frostbroken these two areas over here. We need to put an industrial district to build these goods, and we need to build a materials district over here to extract these goods. Because we are not in a great situation. I'm gonna take out, hang on, let's redo this. I wanna get all of these in here. There we go. So we want that district. It's not gonna have any heat bonuses yet, but we need materials terribly. I didn't realize this is prefabs. That's really great for, you know, having prefabs, but otherwise not great. Oh, 19 died and 29 got injured. That's good. And you can see here our tension is notable. So that's really good. We're doing fine. Everything's fine. You can see here that this district is not happy. You can kind of see the tension is rising in it. What we can do, oh, okay, that helped. We have -70 now, so there's that to go for. We might want to look into a building that helps us. Okay, we already have sawmills, so we may want to go ahead and build that. We do have an empty building slot. Let's take a look and see if that can help us, because buildings sometimes give you a bigger bonus. So we can see here 170 materials. That'll get us into the positive almost instantaneously. So we just need a little bit more heat stamps. I know, you're unhappy. Warmer season. Hey, that'll be happier, right? All right, so let's go ahead and grab that. We wanted that building. We want the untreated sawmill. So what does that cause, though? It just causes some disease. That's fine. We need to build hospitals eventually. What's wrong with you? Nell Sinkfield, 38, housewife. Worried about her son, looking for the culprit. Little Joey has been coughing all night. His forehead is as hot as a generator. It's them Turners. I know them. They got that new flu. And here they are, strolling about the neighborhood, carrying it on with their business. They're killing people. That's what they're doing. Oh, please, oh Lord Almighty, I can't stand to lose another child. Someone got to get through them. The lack of law regulating contagion prevention is causing tension to rise throughout the city. All right, so let's take a look at the law. We need to look at survival, probably. Do we have anything? Outpost, no. City? Contagion prevention. All right, let's look at that. Because our disease is honestly getting out of hand. Shelter demand per capita is slightly increased, or infectious badge. Tension is slightly increased, and disease is increased. We already are struggling on shelters, but I feel like this is going to be best. We're already working on tension, so we want to try to pass this. We need to negotiate it. Mostly hesitant. For mostly hesitant and against. We're not going to worry about that. We have the Frostlanders or the New Londoners. Let's see what the New Londoners want. Vote for. They want research. Advanced blasting coal mine. That could be helpful. Mechanized sawmill. That could also be helpful. Loading frozen wood directly into mulching, which would increase the squalor, but... Or development effort. Main district produces a small amount of prefabs. Let's go for a research. Let's go for the sawmill. Now we'll pass that, and then we'll get hopefully that contagion requirement down. That would be really helpful at the moment, because we're not doing too well. All right, so 75-4, that was a easy law to pass. So support quarantine enacted, which is great. This building is currently being built. Once that gets built, we'll hopefully be in the positive there. Then we can make us a industrial district to start making goods. We have another event. Putting the sick first is going to cost us dearly, mark my words. Looming cold, problems in the city. As the captain's authority weakened, different groups started pulling the city in their own direction. New London grew overpopulated, whiteouts ruined the expansion attempts, and now coal is finally running out. Without heat and shelter, people will start freezing to death. Although the captain has appointed you before passing, people are anxious you're not up to the task. Prove them wrong, steward. Cold has risen to a concerning level. People might die or suffer frostbite. We just got heat. Oh, I see the coal. All right. Oh, right, this one ran out. Okay. So we're gonna have to worry about this. All right, it's fine. Everything's fine. Let's demolish this district because it's no longer useful to us. Tensions are a little high. You know, I understand. We need to get a blasting. Once this is done. Okay, I know I shouldn't be like going through this, but we need to kind of get these things done quickly. All right, so that district is gone. Good. Tension is an absolute highest at the moment. But we do have a ton of goods coming in, which is good. Let's go ahead and get us a dust coal mine. We can't because we already have a dust coal mine. Oof. Things are looking a little bad. I'm gonna admit things are not looking great. Research the mechanized sawmill, which we can do now. Sawmill. We want the mechanized one. So let's go ahead and research that. But we do have plenty of heat stamps, which is great. All right, so slow down and think for a second. I'm gonna see if I can recover this somehow. All right, so it's not looking good, but we're getting there. Heat stamps, Faith Keepers suggest action. Steward, we're struggling with heat stamps. A group of Faith Keepers have come forward with an idea on how to solve it. We should mass-produce goods. Let's pursue, and the city will benefit. Faith Keepers look to distrust and what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate you getting behind their idea. Faith Keepers want to pass mass-produced goods to solve problems with heat stamps. Promise Faith Keepers you will pass mass-produced goods within 60 weeks. Yeah, we really need to focus on producing goods. We do have materials coming in. I do have an industrial district being built here so we can produce these goods. And then we also have a food district being built. And then housing is kind of our next thing. You can see here that people are still okay in terms of the factions, but our tension is catastrophic. We need to get this stuff handled quickly. So I've got a ton of different things being built. All right, deadly cold. Due to cold, some people have frozen to death. So not great. People are dying. Starvation due to hunger. Some people have died. You know, it's fine. We're doing okay. I might have jumped the gun a little bit. We're gonna put a dust coal mine here to get our coal requirements back up. Deaths due to cold. Trust falls. I see. Steward, a cold wave has taken lives in the city. People were found frozen not only in the open streets, but in some houses and workplaces as well. The air is thick with grief and anger. People fear the horror of years past will return under your leadership. They want the council to ensure new laws can help with fighting this crisis. Reassure them would be prudent. I see. Okay, well, we're getting there. We're getting there. You know, just give me some time. We do have a new food district that is up. We can't do anything really to make it better. We really need to focus on getting a building for that, most likely. It's not as bad, and our goods are down again. And the music is getting quite dramatic, which is never a good sign. We do have our production. We want to focus on goods, which is still not enough. So I think what happened here, unfortunately, I brought in way too many people, not realizing. So if we go back to the map here, when I brought in two groups of people, I didn't realize that some were coming from this one. I thought this was just a halt. I didn't think this was an actual amount of people coming here. So that is where I pretty much had issues. We really need to put overtime on this. So we need to try to get our food, emergency shifts on that. I don't know where I can get these numbers to be. I mean, our heat's gonna be fine, but housing is kind of a big issue at the moment too. We're not getting enough heat stamps in because of the goods. I don't know why this kind of failed all of a sudden. We really need to meet that demand, and we really need to meet our heat demand too. Now tension's going down, so we're kind of recovering it. Starvation, problems in the city. I see. Trust falls. Right, I understand. Trust is still good, but it's not where it needs to be. We really need to get this done. We don't have any prefabs, but we do have goods coming in. So causes crime, reduces heat stamps income, and reduces heat stamps income. Is there anything else we can do here? So we need prefabs coming in. It looks like we don't have any buildings that could help with this yet. Not that I'm seeing. So we're gonna have to do some research on buildings. We need to focus on getting a lot of this done. How did we go from such a high demand to almost nothing? That was kind of incredible how quickly that went. We need to pass mass-produced goods, so let's take a look at this. Survival, goods, no common rules. Mass-produced, goods production efficiency is increased. I think that's fair. I think that's probably will help us in this time. I honestly don't even think we need to worry about negotiating. I think we could just pass that vote, no problem. Watch me say that with everything how it's gone so far. All right, we're good there. No problem. 57-4. And so hopefully that'll help our goods. Relationship with the Faith Keepers has improved. Trust rises. All right, so that really didn't do much for us, unfortunately. But we do have a ton of coal that's coming in now, which is great. Heat is a-okay. So we can go ahead and probably bring down this a little bit. I'm going to bring it down to where it's at least a positive. And then I want to make sure that we have the prefabs coming in, which is great. Why is it saying +0? -10 from goods production. Okay. So we want more prefabs. We probably want another industrial zone, in all honesty. But the industrial zone will make our materials go down, so we definitely need more materials. So we also have prefabs come in through here. So we can have another extraction district there if we really want to, but we need to focus on materials. We have an infinite source here, so I've already kind of broken to it. I'm going to go break out here and get that opened up for us. And that way we can have a little bit more room to work with our materials. And we have the infinite source as well. So that is something that we need to focus on. Oh man, we somehow have recovered it, but we're not out of the woods yet. We have a lot of negatives up here that we need to worry about. We have another cold season coming. We really need to focus on housing. But guys, this is where I'm going to have to leave it at this episode. Kind of a dramatic one to leave it on, but that is where we're gonna have to stop. But hope you guys are enjoying this series thus far. As always, if you want to see more, please let me know down below. It does help me judge whether or not I need to continue a series or not. But that's gonna be it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day wherever you may be. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here, and I hope to see you for the next time with more Frostpunk. All right, buddy.